During a quiet dinner, my dad raised his glass and said, "To my only real child." I have two siblings. My family had a tradition of Sunday dinners. Every week, same table, same seats, same performances. My older brother Marcus sat at my dad's right hand like a crown prince. My younger sister Bree sat across from me. Perfect grades, perfect smile, perfectly unbothered. And then there was me, the middle child, the quiet one who learned early that the fastest way to survive in our house was to take up as little space as possible. I'm 23 now. I've spent most of my life reading the room instead of living in it. Dad believed love was something you earned, not given, not freely offered. You had to perform for it, bleed for it. Marcus was the athlete, state champion wrestler, 2 scholarships, a laugh that sounded exactly like our father's. Bree was the academic, valedictorian, pre-med, the kind of daughter parents brag about at church. And I was the artist, sketchbooks and film cameras and a part-time coffee shop job that my dad called my little hobby. That Sunday, I came to dinner with news I'd been sitting on for 2 weeks. I'd been afraid to say it out loud, but I was done being afraid. I'd been accepted into a paid residency at a design firm in New York. Competitive, prestigious, the kind of opportunity that could actually build a career. The offer letter was in my bag. I waded through the salad. I waded through the bread. I rehearsed my words until they stopped sounding like words. Mom passed the roast. Bree talked about her anatomy exam. Marcus complained about his coach. Normal things, safe things. The kind of conversation that fills a room without saying anything real. Then my dad picked up his glass of wine. He did this sometimes. A toast. Raising his glass to something worthy of acknowledgement. I had never been the subject of one. Not once in 23 years. He looked around the table slowly, the way he always did when he wanted the room's attention. "I want to say something," he started. "Marcus, watching you compete this season reminded me what this family is made of. You fight. You don't quit. You represent this name the right way." Marcus nodded, staring at the table but smiling. Then my dad turned to Bree. "And you, top of your class. Medical school applications going out this fall." He exhaled like just saying it filled him with pride. I couldn't ask for more. He raised his glass higher. "To my only real child." The table went silent. Not the comfortable kind. The kind where everyone stops chewing and the air changes temperature. I looked at Marcus. He had set his fork down and was staring at his plate. I looked at Bree. She had gone completely still, wine glass frozen halfway to her lips, eyes locked on our father. I understood exactly what he meant because I was the only one at that table he hadn't looked at. Not once during that entire toast. I was sitting 3 feet away from him and I was invisible. My mom made a small sound, something between a cough and a word that never formed. My dad set his glass down and picked up his fork like nothing had happened, like he hadn't just taken something from all 3 of us at once. That's when I reached into my bag. I pulled out the offer letter and placed it flat on the table in front of him. Just set it where he couldn't ignore it. He looked down. He read it. I watched his face. "New York," I said. 2 years, paid, 40 applicants accepted nationally. I paused. I was one of them. He looked up at me. Something moved across his face I couldn't name. Not pride, not surprise, something closer to recalculation. Bree spoke first. "That's incredible," she said, her voice cracking. "Danny, that's actually incredible." Marcus looked up from his plate. "You got in?" I nodded. He exhaled. "Good. That's really good." My dad still hadn't spoken. I picked up the letter, folded it, and put it back in my bag. Then I looked at him one last time. "I know I'm not what you pictured," I said, "but I stopped needing you to see me a long time ago. I just wanted you to know anyway." I pushed back my chair and said goodnight to my mother. She hugged me in the hallway longer than she needed to. She didn't say anything. She didn't have to. I drove to New York 6 weeks later with that letter in my bag and didn't look back. I have not been to a Sunday dinner since.